So I wanted to discuss metals and what I see going on here. If we go back to silver, all the way back to we got data going back to 1970, almost 1969. We've got a cup and handle, a 44-year cup and handle. That's a monthly chart with each candle representing a year. I'm not going to go into what happened here or what happened here. That's another video. I'm big on stock market events and history, and you can learn a lot from that. So we've got a 44-year cup and handle, and then the handle is pretty much a cup and handle. It's predicting something bad's going to happen. What makes metals run? Well, interest rate cuts. They cut interest rates, the dollar goes down, metals run. Dollar down, metals up. They have an inverse relationship. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you a comparison chart if we come in here to Thinkorswim and we type in compare. Cup and handle right here. We also want to look at gold miners here. What do we got here? This is a monthly chart. Chart's looking pretty good to me. It's looking real good. I like this. So definitely not going to run for a very long time here. We've got maybe 4 or 5 months before we start getting steam. And this thing starts picking up. I've got this. I just like the options. I like GDX. And I like how the companies sometimes can run harder than gold. Just like Mara and Riot and BTBT sometimes can run harder than Bitcoin because they're companies. But let's dive into this a little bit. 44-year cup and handle. I can't stop saying it. I was playing around on a higher time frame. When do you see anyone, this is funny, when do you see anyone use a quarterly or a yearly chart? You know what I mean? I never see that. And I was toying around on these higher time frames. I was just trying to see what was going on back here. Back here when we were in a currency crisis and when they gave up on inflation and let it run, it went parabolic. I would say it went up to about 6, right? It about 5x'd. This is like not, there was 2 brothers that came along trying to corner the silver market and they artificially pumped it up. Something different happened over here. Right after the .com, we went into unlimited money printing. I can't show you guys this without talking about the history. We went into unlimited money printing. This is like a hour-long video to talk about everything over here. Carter, Reagan, Volcker. But, we went into unlimited money printing over here, and silver went from $4 in 02 to $50. We have a cup and handle. We're about to go into money printing again, like over here, and over in here, and 2020 over here. I mean, it's pretty easy, guys. The Fed gives you a cheat sheet. So there is a 100% chance, they're saying. We have about, in March, there's a 92% chance that they're going to cut rates. 100% chance in May. May 1st, there's a Fed meeting. So I expect this thing to run flat for, for a little while longer. If you look on a shorter time frame, it's nothing but absolute chop. I have to get the open interest off here. I'm going to go crazy. Let's take a look at this. There we go. It's nothing but chop, which is fine. This thing is virtually ran flat. We've had a big dip, which would have been a fantastic opportunity for adding equity and selling puts. But every time this thing has dipped, I've sold puts over in here, here. And I just sold some, unfortunately, at the top. That's the first time I didn't sell the bottom. So I was hoping to screw up and get assigned, and I'm getting assigned. So on SLV, ignore my cheesy chart. I was having fun over here, but yeah. So I sold up here. Unfortunately, I sold the 22s. We're at 21. Not unfortunately. I want metals, and I want to get paid to get in. I don't want to buy low and then just sit on it and it comes back again. I'd rather get paid to get in. It goes high, then I sell a covered call. That call expires worthless. I collect that premium. It drops low again. I sell a new put, and the put expires worthless. I collect the premium. It shoots up. I sell another call, or I get assigned more shares. I sell double the covered calls because I have double the shares, right? That's what I like doing, the wheel. Would have been fantastic to pick it up over there in 2020, but regardless, we had a nice dip back in October of everything because the dollar had a nice spike. But let's go ahead and pull up a comparison chart. Before I go over to that, let's take a look at gold. Cup and handle. Cup and handle building from 2011 to now, and it's about to break out with an inverted head and shoulders, sloppy inverted head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? Boom, boom, boom. So we did have a 1, 2, 3 reversal, each body being smaller. So we're going to have a pullback, and it's already starting to do that. That's fine. I'm in a lot of put sells, which means it's a bullish or neutral position. That does not mean you're bearish when you're selling a put right now on metals. There's other products out there, other instruments, AGQ, which is one of them. Look what happened to leveraged silver when we went into unlimited money printing before. You kidding me? We basically, you know, there was stimulus coming out when Obama came in, went into quantitative easing with the Fed. The Fed did as well. The Fed did. You know, we shot up basically from $50 to $764. And we shot up for years and years. So if I had been selling puts to enter and getting paid, toying with covered calls, the second they go into quantitative easing, hands off, no covered calls. I don't want to lose the shares and have those shares bought for me at a higher price than I bought them for, even if I'm going to profit, because I'd make more profit just exiting the equity. Timing it right and exiting it. Look at that 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What comes next? Reversal. So, wow. And it's too bad there wasn't a leveraged silver fund. This is going to skew the chart up going back over here. I wonder if we can see this on Trend Spider going way back. And if we can adjust the chart, we can. We can adjust the chart. This, you know, elongating it fixes, you know, the charts that get skewed when it runs very hard. But if we look at this, I mean, why would I do anything else? But since you're new, anyone who's new, what are you going to do? I know. Tesla's low. I'm going to swing a weekly call full port, and you're going to lose. Go ahead. Keep trying. I want to see a new person come into trading and then just do what you do consistently. What's the worst thing that can happen is, number one, you're profitable, so you get overly confident and you think you're going to replicate it and you blow account after account, chasing that dopamine high until you want to sit back, take a breath, and learn. So I could probably beat everything, including the market, by simply buying leveraged silver, even regular silver. They're cutting interest rates 5 times. The dollar's going to plummet this year. Right? There's nothing else for me to think about or decide or wonder or ponder on. Cutting interest rates 5 times this year. 5 times. It's pretty simple. Silver and gold don't have earnings. Companies do, but silver and gold don't have earnings. Right? Excuse me. Silver and gold don't have earnings. Silver and gold can't go bankrupt. Silver and gold, the Fed told you that they're cutting interest rates, which means the dollar goes down. So the Fed, which means metals go up. So the Fed told you when it's going up. I mean, why would anyone focus on anything other than metals and Bitcoin, with the Bitcoin halving, and Bitcoin runs inverse as well, and metals? There's nothing else to talk about. Sure, if there's something happens with some company, or Apple's releasing their iCar, or Tesla's releasing the Model 2. Yeah, okay. Right? But why would I? It's like, it can be so easy, guys. The Fed gave you the cheat sheet. If you want it, come in the Discord. It's going to be in the announcements. Come in the Discord. The link is in the bio below. If you guys would like that cheat sheet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dollar. We're going to pull up gold. Just pull up classic gold here. All right. We're going to come into our studies and we're going to type in compare. Comparison. Whoops. We're going to go to edit properties /DX. Wait. Money sign DXY. Why is it not popping up? There it is. It popped up. Great. All right. So quantitative easing over here after the 08 crash. Rates low. Dollar dropped. What do metals do? They popped. hike some interest rates. Dollar went up, gold went down. Cut interest rates during COVID. What happened? Let's go ahead and remove these. Dollar went down. The Fed told you right here, though, so it priced it in immediately. Hey, we're going to be cutting interest rates for a very long time and aggressively. Okay, let me price that in. Boom. Okay, well, gold knows, hey, well, interest rates can't stay this low forever. It looks like inflation's ticking up. They're going to hike interest rates, so I'm going to price it in before it happens. Boom, and then the dollar, so it started to drop pretty much right off the bat and run flat. Had a little pop, right? Another double top, a sell zone over here, which would have been an exit if anybody was in, right? Right in here. Sell zone. That's where sellers were. It doesn't have to be to the exact point. And then the dollar ripped up. Gold went down. Well, gold knows that their Fed says, hey, we're going to cut interest rates in this period, 2024. All right, let me go ahead and price that in. And then recently in December, they were talking about cutting interest rates. Was it October? Was it the October or the December meeting? It was one of those. They were talking about how they're going to be cutting interest rates. Gold priced it in. 1, 2, 3 reversal. Each body getting smaller, starting to pull back as expected. Gold runs inverse the dollar. The dollar runs based on the Fed rate for the most part. The Fed hiked rates, dollar ripped. Let's just pull up the dollar. And we're going to pull up the 10-year as well. Oh, hey, I already have it charted out. What is that? That's in the middle there. I don't know what time frame that's on. Whatever. Okay, well, that's correct. I don't know what's going on right here. So, anyways, guys. Rate cuts. Looks like I already have that drawn out. When we cut rates and the dollar fell. And then here's where we hiked rates all the way through 2022. What did it do to tech and the stock market? It fell. Gold fell. Everything fell. Bonds fell. Now we're going to be, and then over here, the dollar is what? Whenever Powell's like, hey, we're going to be cutting interest rates, it's pricing that in. Looks like it likes this support zone. If it snaps it and starts to come back down over here, I don't care what equities are going to do. They could actually crash. We've cut interest rates and everything's fallen. Equities are whatever. If we go into a ferocious market collapse, we already know what to buy, right? I'm going to be buying NVIDIA. I'm going to be buying Apple, Microsoft. Microsoft and NVIDIA. Microsoft, the future with AI with them owning 49% open AI. Yeah. NVIDIA, come on. It's very simple. New people, though, they'll have to find some new company that's, you know, has some hype and some future plans, but it's all debt and they don't realize that. And then they'll lose all their money. But this is just a ballpark setup. I should be charging for this video, right? Teaching you guys, I'm not telling you to put your money anywhere at all. I'm teaching you what happens when the Fed cuts interest rates or hikes interest rates, and teaching you that they'll give you a cheat sheet and that the dollar will react to that and other sectors will react to that. That is priceless. So all of you who watch this video, this is priceless information. But we all like to watch the 19-year-olds who have their rented cars, their parents' cars that they use for marketing for their stupid EMA or support and resistance indicator, right? And their aunt's house in Malibu that they act like it's their own, like a bank approved a 19-year-old that trade. Come on TikTok. But this is solid information, really good information that you guys absorb this. And I expect the dollar to go ahead and peel off. See if we can fit some 10-year over here. Look at the 10-year plummeting. This is when gold, Bitcoin, and all that tech just went parabolic. And we were topped out over here. So if you guys like this content, make sure to like and follow for more. If you want to join the Discord, the link is in the bio. Silver 44-year cup and handle. This is going to be interesting to see all this play out.